You wake up during the Black Death, 1348. You wake up coughing. The air smells wrong, not because of smoke, not because of sewage, because something is rotting. Outside your small wooden home, church bells ring across the countryside. Once, twice, 3 times, then again. Yesterday they rang for a neighbor. Today they're ringing for someone else. And tomorrow they may be ringing for you. You stand up and look around. There's no electricity, no running water, no medicine cabinet, no phone, no hospital, no antibiotics. You aren't in the modern world anymore. You've just woken up in Europe during the Black Death. And whether you survive depends entirely on what you do next. The year is 1348. Across Europe, one of the deadliest pandemics in human history is spreading. The disease arrives silently. A merchant ship docks. A few rats leave the vessel. Their fleas carry a deadly bacterium. Within months, entire cities are overwhelmed. Within years, tens of millions will be dead. The terrifying part? Nobody around you understands what's happening. They don't know about bacteria. They don't know about germs. They don't know about infection. Many believe the plague is punishment from God. Others blame bad air. Some blame foreigners. Some blame witches. Almost nobody knows the truth. But you do. And that knowledge may be the only reason you have a chance. You step outside. The streets are muddy. Waste is dumped nearby. Animals wander freely. People crowd together in markets and churches. Immediately, you face your first decision. Do you stay or do you leave? If your goal is survival, staying in a large town is one of the worst decisions you can make. The plague thrives where people gather. Markets, churches, ports, trade routes. Anywhere busy, every traveler could be carrying death without knowing it. Your best move is simple. Get away from major population centers, not into complete wilderness. You still need food. You still need water. You still need shelter. But you want distance. Distance is your greatest weapon. Imagine finding a small farming community a few miles away from major roads. Not isolated enough to starve, not connected enough to attract constant visitors. That is where your odds improve. The people there might think you're strange, but that's fine. What matters is staying alive. Days pass. Life feels slower than anything you've ever experienced. No engines, no screens, no constant noise. Just the sounds of animals, wind, and distant church bells. At first, you might start to believe you'll be okay. Then you meet a traveler. He's walking down the road alone. His clothes are dirty. He's exhausted. He's sweating despite the cold weather. He tells you the village he came from has lost dozens of people. Many became sick only days ago. Most people would listen politely. You don't. You leave immediately, because you know what those symptoms could mean. The Black Death often begins with fever, then headaches, then weakness, then come the swollen lumps, painful black swellings called buboes, usually appearing in the neck, armpits, or groin. Some grow as large as eggs. For many victims, death follows shortly after. The traveler may not even realize he's infected. That makes him even more dangerous. As the weeks pass, rumors spread everywhere. A town nearby has lost half its population. A merchant caravan never arrived. A family disappears overnight. Doors remain shut. Windows stay dark. Nobody knows who will die next. Imagine living with that uncertainty every day. Every cough makes people nervous. Every visitor feels suspicious. Every knock on the door raises your heartbeat. The psychological strain would be immense. Most modern people focus on the disease itself, but the fear would be just as devastating. Now let's talk about one mistake many people think they'd avoid. A lot of us imagine we'd arrive in 1348 and save everyone with modern knowledge. In reality, it's not that simple. Imagine trying to explain bacteria to someone who has never seen a microscope. Imagine telling them invisible organisms are causing disease. Most people wouldn't believe you. Some might laugh, others might think you're mad. A few might even see you as dangerous. You're not going to save Europe. You're trying to save yourself. That means focusing on practical decisions. Wash whenever possible. Keep your living area clean. Avoid crowds. Avoid unnecessary travel. Stay away from anyone showing symptoms. And most importantly, don't assume you're invincible. Modern knowledge gives you an advantage. Modern medicine is what truly saves lives. And you don't have it. a serious infection, a contaminated wound, a bad fever. Any of these could still kill you. Even if you avoid the plague itself, months pass, the world around you changes. Labor becomes scarce, entire communities vanish, fields go unworked, businesses close. The social order begins to crack. Survivors start inheriting land and opportunities that never existed before. Ironically, if you survive the initial waves of the plague, life could become easier. Workers become more valuable. Land becomes more available. For some survivors, the years after the Black Death actually bring greater opportunity. But first, you have to survive the nightmare itself. So, can you make it? The answer is maybe. You know things nobody else knows. You understand disease transmission. You understand hygiene. You understand the danger of crowds. Those advantages are enormous. But they're not guarantees. One infected flea, one careless encounter, one moment of bad luck, and your story ends exactly like millions of others. Survival rating, 6 out of 10. Better than the average person living in 1348, but nowhere near safe. Because during the Black Death, nobody was truly safe. And if you think this scenario was bad, imagine waking up aboard the Titanic just hours before it strikes the iceberg. That's where we're going next.